Hello everyone, welcome to the first video of 2014, oh my god, and I hope you guys had an amazing new year and all your resolutions are still intact for the first few days. The Ratchet Ass shoebox is back, so you know it's going to be an Empties video, and it is actually overflowing. I've taken some products out, so that's why I can actually close the lid. But I'm in a different room today because, one, my room is like in a state of dishevelment that really, it would just be easier to burn it down and rebuild a whole new room other than clean it. So there was no real way to hide it from you guys that the whole room is just covered in just rubbish. So I started filming a different room, but also really sorry about the lighting because it's probably going to go like it always does. But you know, the sun's kind of setting a little bit because it's a really hot day today. So moving on, let's get into the stuff. The first two things I have are simple facial wipes. The first one is the oil balancing one that I talk about a lot, so let's just not mention that again. The second is the simple exfoliating wipes, and with these, one side is like exfoliating and has like a texture to it, and the other side's smooth. I found that the texture side, after you started wiping for a while, it kind of gathered and formed little like cloth ball-y things, if you know what I'm talking about, kind of, and so that was just not fun to get rid of, so I'm not going to repurchase those anytime soon. Next, I have two giant Batiste Dry Shampoos. They're both for medium and brunette hair. These are the only dry shampoo I would ever use, because I hate getting the white cast in my hair, and these do an amazing job at getting rid of oil, but also adding volume, so yeah, not gonna change anytime soon. For a good part of last year, my favourite skincare brand was Simple, so I've got quite a few Simple things to show you. I have their oil balancing moisturiser, which I did find was really good at controlling oils, but it was not very good at the hydrating moisturiness that a moisturiser is supposed to do. So I found my skin actually dried out a little bit while using this, which I guess is what oil balancing would do, but there's a difference between getting rid of oils and dehydrating skin, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm not going to use that anytime soon because I would rather have a moisturiser that is moisturising to my skin, and then I'll use a primer to block oils, kind of thing. So yeah, follow along with that. And the next is a simple hydrating light moisturiser. This I did really like. After using the oil balancing one and drying out my skin, I've used this one to put all that moisture back in, and it did an amazing job, so I'm going to repurchase that definitely. I have the simple oil balancing exfoliating wash. I use this in the mornings along with the oil balancing moisturiser to get rid of the oil, so when I put makeup on, you know, there's not going to be oils on my face. And yeah, it did the job, but I'm trying out other facial washes right now because, you know, it didn't exactly do anything spectacular for me. So yeah, and then the last one is the Simple Smoothing Facial Toner, and this I just finished 2 days ago, and I did actually really like this, but I think I'm gonna go back to my Clinique one, and I'm actually gonna try out Bioderma, because Bioderma came out in Australia, and I think it's actually cheaper in Australia than it is in America, because it's only $30 Australian here. So yeah, but it was a good toner, so if you need like a cheap alternative, you can go for Simple. I have another Roche Posay Effaclar duo. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I feel really dyslexic for that one word. And it's a corrective and anti-clogging, anti-imperfection care treatment thingy. I've spoken about this in my last Empties because, you know, I go through these so quickly because I use these every morning and every night. And so yeah, I'm not going to go on too much about it, but it's just amazing holy grail for my skin. It helps amazing with the pimples and scarring and all that, so there was a brief period of time where everyone was talking about Bioderma and then the L'Oreal dupe, but no one talked about the Maybelline Clean Express Total Clean Eye Makeup Remover, so I decided to give it a go because I was like, you know what, might as well, seeing as I don't think we have the L'Oreal makeup remover in Australia, or maybe I'm just stupid, and Bioderma at that stage hadn't come out in Australia yet, so, and plus it was like kind of expensive, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to give this a go because this was only like $5 something, and it did an amazing job. I do really like it and I do really recommend it, but right now I'm trying out the Mary Kay one, and I do actually really like the Mary Kay one, so probably not going to repurchase this one as long as I can get my hands on the Mary Kay again, but otherwise I would go back to this one, definitely. I have a perfume that I'm throwing away, and it is like still half full, but when I bought this perfume, the actual liquid was clear. So what does that say, seeing like the colour of that now? But this is the Pink Sugar Sensual perfume. I didn't find myself reaching for this a lot. I do really like the smell, but Oh, I got that on my nose. Oh, no. Ooh. I did really like it, and it does have quite a sweet florally scent, but, you know, I just found myself reaching for my Taylor Swift Wonderstruck and now my Giorgio Armani perfume, so yeah, it kind of just took a back burner. I lied, I actually have another Batiste Dry Shampoo. This is the Coconut and Exotic Tropical one, and this is like one of the smaller versions, but I bought this before I bought the medium and brunette hair. That's how long I've been keeping this box, because I was doing all those holiday looks and all that stuff, but yeah. This, you know, it was good, but, you know, I'm gonna go to the medium and brunette hair one, but, you know, Batiste brand in general is really good. Just find the one that suits you. I made my way through a Johnson's baby shampoo, and before you jump to conclusions, no, I'm not a teen mom. I use this to clean my makeup brushes because it is a lot cleaner than any other kind of makeup brushes, but it does an amazing job, and it still has that conditioning factor to it, so that my bristles will stay nice and soft, but also the shampoo factor will, like, you know, make sure it has a deep clean, and yeah, it's just really cheap as well compared to other stuff out there. I'm throwing out my Aveeno Positively Radiant Cleanser, and like, I did use this for a really long period of time, but in the end I didn't really like it. Like, I tried to love it so much because everyone talks about how good Aveeno is, but like, this is the only thing I've tried from them, but like, I tried so hard to like it, but in the end I don't. It comes out in this weird gel consistency, like, if you can see that, and so it didn't really foam up that great, and so, oh wait, what do I do with this now? Yeah, ew, that's gross. Yeah, because it didn't foam up that well, I feel like I was just smoothing stuff over my skin, and it didn't really clean my skin that well, and I didn't necessarily feel like my skin was any more radiant, so Aveeno is kind of expensive in Australia, so probably not going to repurchase this anytime soon. The first mascara I have is the L'Oreal Telescopic. I think this was like high definition or clear definition. I don't remember because the packaging has completely come off, but I think it was cute how it came in like a little telescope. That's not how you look through a telescope. How it came in a little telescope thing. I have since repurchased the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. I've used that in a tutorial, I think. But yeah, I'm loving that. I feel like this was like an old version, or like a different version of the same thing, kind of like how the Maybelline the falsies have like so many different kinds of like the falsies, like same thing with the Telescopics. But yeah, so I'm trying out that one because I really like dark lashes, so I'm trying that one out. But I did really like this, but I don't think they actually sell this exact one anymore, but okay, moving on. Another product I've run out of is the Maybelline Colossal Volume Express Cat Eyes Mascara, and this is like, I mentioned this in my 2013 favorites video. This is my, like, one of my favorite mascaras ever. That is the wand. It held a curl really well, it added volume, it added length. It did amazing things. I dropped it. But yeah, because I use it so much, this is probably one of the first mascaras I actually used that didn't run out because it dried up. It ran out because I actually generally use it all. So yeah, I'm going to repurchase that once I get through a few more mascaras, I think. Just because I don't want to hoard mascaras anymore. I want to be a different person. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and I have it in Brunette. Ooh, I dropped that. In Brunette. And I did really like this. The spoolie was probably like my favorite thing ever. The spoolie was like the right size and everything. I did really like the pencil as well. Because I was going to twist it up to show you, but obviously there's nothing left in it. Because it was nice and thin, so you could just draw, you could literally fill in your whole eyebrow, or you could draw in individual strokes, like, up to you. But I'm probably not going to purchase this just because I have since purchased the Hourglass sculpting one, and that's going really well for me, and also just because it's a bit hard to get your hand on, you have to actually go onto the Anastasia website to order them, so I'm too lazy to do that, so I'm going through some different brow products right now. The last thing I have is the Seche Vite Fast Drying Top Coat. This is my Holy Grail top coat. This is, I think I mentioned this in my, no I didn't actually, I took it out. I was gonna say, I thought I mentioned this in my 2013 favorites, but I didn't, I took it out, because the video was gonna be a bit too long and I didn't want to go through that. But yeah, this was like my Holy Grail favorite top coat ever. I have not repurchased it since just because I haven't gotten around to it, but I'm trying out the Sally Hansen Instant Fast one, but it's reached that point now where it's kind of gotten really gluggy and gross now, so I'm going to throw that one out soon. And then after I throw that one out, I need a top coat, so I'm going to go back and repurchase this. But if I could, and it was more readily available in Australia, I would stock up on these amazingly that wasn't even English. Oh, it's been a long day, okay? I just got home from Jen's, that's why I have no makeup on my face. Like, oh, it was a long night. Yeah. I would stock up on these a lot because, you know, it's my favourite top coat ever, and I'm gonna stop talking now. So that is it for my Empties video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and it made some kind of sense and was actually in English. I felt like that whole video, it was just me just rambling and was trying to string words together. I'm sorry if it didn't make a lot of coherent sense. But next week's video is going to be a lot better. I swear I'm not going to be like so tired, and it's not going to be as hot, hopefully. Hopefully you guys had an amazing first week of the new year and everything is going swimmingly, and well, I know quite a few people are going back to school and everything, so sucks to be you, but I also have uni stuff that I have to do and some money to be saving because, you know, life's not cheap. Things just took a really depressing turn just then, didn't it? Okay, I'm gonna go before I say anything else. Bye!